Hey y'all, today I'm going to record some tier lists, or at least today I'm going to record this tier list. Um, it's based on Five Nights at Freddy's, one of my favorite games. I I enjoy Five Nights at Freddy's. It's probably one of my favorite games of franchise. It's not every single character, but it's some. I'm going to go through some of them and rank them based on how I enjoy them and what the aspect the character brings. Now, let's just start off very simple. Um, go with Freddy. Freddy is immensely iconic. I mean, he's the poster boy of the series. I mean, the horror guy, But he's he really doesn't he embodies the franchise, but he also doesn't, if that makes sense. Like later on, we'll see better characters down the line. He is just in the first game. All he does is literally just look at you through the cameras with his wide eyes, slowly coming to your office, and I mean, blocking that door. Uh, Not really. I mean, if I were to really judge him based on his performance in that game, I would give him a solid C, honestly. That's just my opinion, just a C. Um, Thankfully, we have Bonnie in the room, and Bonnie being the first one you kind of see in the games for FNAF 1, um, coming out of your left uh, office door. Um, Honestly, just for his name being Bonnie, and with B, and him being the first one you see, like it was really iconic for a lot of people. I really am gonna have to give this variant a B, just because I do enjoy him. He's okay. He's kind of like you know around the same-ish level of. Well, I guess I'll move Freddy up a little bit, but he's behind right now because these were talking about FNAF 1. I mean, come on, FNAF 1. It's literally iconic. I mean, what do you think? Chica, not really a big fan of Chica, honestly. Not till like later variants. Honestly, she's never really been my favorite. She could honestly for me gets a C because I mean she comes in your right door, looks at the window. That's cool and all, but like there's all she really does is eat in the kitchen. I mean that's really all she does. Sometimes I mean in terms of iconicness for me, it's definitely a C. Um, just based on the fact that you don't really see her too often. She's the second one you see, but same thing with Freddy, but like Freddy's, poster boy. I gotta give him at least a little bit of credit here. Okay, now this is where the real shit gets really, really real. Foxy runs down your hallway. Jump scare is not the greatest. I mean, especially with the Foxy is a good guy thing. That was a way back thing. But it brings back a lot of memories. Foxy definitely was my favorite back in the day. For me, he's at least getting an A, just based on his design, like the pirateness of him. Like he actually has like a cool embodiment of that theming that I enjoy personally. Um, that's just me. Golden Freddy, you don't see him much, and he's kind of like the one you shouldn't have killed. Uh, I mean, he's important, but like, why is he important? I mean, I get he was probably like the one you shouldn't have killed and everything. I mean, this sleazebag gold motherfucker is definitely not. He's going in fucking D. I don't really give a shit about it, honestly. I could even put him in E, frankly. Like, yeah, he has the whole like I'm mysterious and shit. Like, I don't give a shit. I I don't care. He's going in E, just cause fuck you. I don't care about your little spectral shit. Phone guy. Now that is iconic voice. Iconic man. He's got to go in A. I mean, right next to Foxy, sure. Hell, probably even more than Foxy, just on the basis of all the memes and all the. He's phone guy. I mean, come on. He's here to talk to you through all your nights, everything until he inevitably dies in one. It's pretty good. Toy Freddy, the fat fucking gamer. Um, I don't really care for Toy Freddy. The only reason why I actually care for him, like, is because of his appearance in Ultimate Custom Night with the whole I'm a gamer and I can't fucking do shit. He's going in C, frankly. Toy Bonnie, the fucking twink. Um, I would say C. The only reason why I'm giving him C, I don't really care for his design, is because of the goddamn animation from Nations in FNAF 2. That shit was gold. I mean, come on. I know we're basing off just regular characters here. he is bottom of the barrel for me, at least a little bit. Toy Chica. Now, there's a lot of fan art of her everywhere, sure, but like, don't get me wrong, the whole "Don't get tired of my voice, will you?" and like yandere shit is pretty funny. I actually don't care for her all that much. I'm actually going D. I don't. She's not that important to me. Um. Okay. Mangle. Very fucking great design. Love the design. I may actually put Mangle on a top B just because the design is really like Scott went hard with that design. No, fuck. I'm gonna go A. Just I think went hard. It was pretty cool. Two like kind of robots in one. It's pretty awesome. So right here we got Balloon Boy. Just gonna JJ's included too. We don't. I don't give a fuck about them. I mean, sure they save your ass in like three, but like, who gives a fuck? Puppet. Very important. Very important figurehead. Don't like the design. Don't really care for the design of this caregiver trying to save everyone. Especially with it being Henry's daughter. I mean, there's a lot of significance there, especially with Aftons and the Henrys, or not the Henrys, the fucking Emily's. A big feud with Freddy. Okay, so these I'm probably gonna group in a fashion of the similar vicinity. Just on the basis, these guys are pretty cool. Withered Freddy is actually the least on of mine, so I'm gonna put him right here on C. Withered Bonnie is definitely getting an A, low A, for the fucking design of it. Just the design. It's like the power fucking stance. Like the stance it gives off is so fucking good. It's scary. It's somewhat, I don't know. It's the raw aura. Ooh, Withered Chico, especially with that glare and the arms, no arms. As a matter of fact, I'm giving that a B, honestly. Uh, just on the basis of when I was a kid, when I was playing the games when it first came out, that shit scared me half to death. I thought he was cool. She scared me half to death. I was scared of her. Withered Foxy, I actually don't like this design as much. I think I'm gonna go for a C. Honestly, it doesn't really change from him to him too much. I mean, sure, it's a prequel, but mm, prefer the original design way, way more. You can get back in here with this, with the E for fucking Golden Freddy. I don't give a shit about Golden Freddy. Honestly, just interchangeable right here. Shadow variants. Okay, these shadow motherfuckers. So fucking mysterious. No one really knows shit about them still to this day, really. They could be a pride product of Afton's misdeeds, whatever you want to call it. Or just remnant flying around, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Apparitions. Don't see them. F, frankly. Endo. Another rare thing that you don't really see. I'm gonna go D. Kind of. I mean, honestly, they're better than them because they're kind of a rare character. Um, it's just you don't see them much. You just see them in that one, like I believe in the event and the prize corner is where you see them. They're okay. I actually like them a little bit more than Golden Freddy's. I don't like the whole thing about the Golden Freddy's. Springtrap. Now this is you're gonna sigh and be like, okay, well this bitch is gonna be the fucking smart ass in the room. He's going S, obviously. I mean, we all knew that was gonna come. It's fucking Springtrap. It's it's this man who has done so many evil things and has been put in his own suit to fucking die. I mean, that is such a great design. Love his design. Such an iconic killer. And the heck, he's going in Dead by Daylight soon. I mean, in a year's time, he's going in Dead by Daylight. Now that's great. That's cool. I love him. He's awesome. Fuck these guys. Can we just say that they fucking suck? Call it the end of the day. Hell, I'm putting them lower than fucking. We don't even gotta fucking like just just fucking. I don't forget their fucking things. They're the fucking phantoms. They're the phantoms. No one's gonna give a shit about Phantom Freddy. Watermelon over here don't look like shit. The only one I think is honestly better than them would have to be Mangle, just on the fact that it kind of like looks at you like at the bottom of your screen whenever you make eye contact. Balloon Boy, just on the basis that you help us out in FNAF 3, I guess you're no, you're going down here, and we'll move you up, BB, just because you help us out. You help us get Springtrap out of the way. Shadow Puppet is going a little bit above, even JJ, right here. Fucking sucks, terrible, but it's still. I still believe that Puppet's still in the building. They're still kicking around, so to speak. Um, and that's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, it's still a shadow apparition based on either your nightmares or just faulty ventilation. Okay, Dad Bear. Okay, he has kids. I mean, I can't really hate on him. He's kind of bottom of the barrel, but like his little fuckers that are on the bed to summon him soon are pretty okay. I think that on the basis of that, I'll give him a D. I know I'm judging all these very harshly. It's based on my personal preference, so bear with me. Nightmare Bonnie. His design, I like his design more than most of the animatronics of FNAF 4. And I'm not really a big fan of the FNAF animatronic designs on FNAF 4. Not very good. Nightmare Chica can go below. I'm not really a big Nightmare Chica fan, really. Phantom Foxy could have been better. Now, Scott was originally intending to add a tongue to this bitch. That would have been really cool to see. But he didn't implement it, I believe, because of limitations, possibly. It's going in D. I'm not a big fan of the nightmares at all. Okay, this guy's kind of important. Fredbear. Where the fuck do I put him? Because honestly, I'm going B. I'm going B. Based on the fucking reason, because he's kind of important to the whole of 4. Because why not? He's okay, black version of him, which is fucking I forget his fucking name. No, that's Nightmare Fredbear. This is Nightmare, I believe. He coincides with him in Ultimate Custom Night 2. Fuck. He goes right beside him because why? Well, no, he's not going beside him. Who cares? He's going up there because he's a little bit cool. You can kind of see like the translucent skin on him a little bit of a brain there. Plush Trap. Um, Plush Trap to me has really no significance. It's literally just a little walker plush that kind of just tries to nibble your fingers off. Still, nonetheless, I'll give him. I won't boost him as far as the Endo, but I will give him a little bit of credit there, just on the basis of being who he is, I guess. These guys, I did not care about the FNAF 4 uh Halloween update all too much. Now these guys, at least Nightmare Chica, gets a little bit of a pass for me in regards to her voice lines in Ultimate Custom Night. In this regard, just because there's some memorable lines about fire and like, oh, hello from the fire and whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of there, but he's getting an F. I don't really care for him. He gets okay, getting a little bit up there, right there, next to Nightmare Chick. Because you know what? Why not spice up a little bit? Nightmare Mangle. We'll put him right next to. I actually like the design more than regular Foxy, so we're gonna put him up a little bit more on that front. Nightmare On. This bitch is somehow relevant to the lore right now, I believe. There's a lot going around with Marion. I like the tentacles. I actually like how it kind of like it's one of the ones in Ultimate Custom Night. It's like let's taste death again and again. Like it's very. I actually think I actually enjoyed this on the same bars, more so than the puppet. Actually, you're gonna hate me for that one. I'm gonna put him better than the puppet, but that's how I'm gonna do it. I mean, that's just my personal preference. I actually prefer Nightmare On over the actual puppet. I think it's because this Nightmare design looks cooler, taller, huger, more tentacles. Not that I'm into that shit, but I mean, there's substance there. You are actually a little bit better. Nightmare BB is a little bit better than at least some of these garbage ones. I mean, he is a little bit more scarier than his other variant. Oh, a lot scarier. But he is also very fucking annoying in Ultimate Custom Night. But I'm still gonna give him a pass just on the basis a little bit of sorry about that. He's not the fucking Phantom animatronics. I'll give him that. Lawbit. I find Lawbit to be very, very cool. I like the whole standby thing. Not very relevant, not too relevant, but I like that she's a shopkeep in later games. Uh, very, very cool on that front. I will actually put him above Freddy just on the basis. There's actually more relevance, in my opinion, to Lawbit than Freddy itself, which is kind of sad, very sad, really. But um, yeah, I mean, I'll just do that. I mean, just but now basically I'm basing these off my personal preferences and the design of these characters. This will not be your list, I'm sure, because you'll find a lot better ones down the road. But Yendo, no one gives a shit about Yendo. He's just there. He was in Help Wanted 2 recently. Um, we are going to actually put him high G, just on the basis we don't know what the suit is. Could be Golden Freddy. It could be whatever. It could be a secret robot. Who gives a shit? Okay. No one really cares. Ah, handy unit. All the fucking casual bongos and uh literally just exotic butters in the world. He's going right next to he's actually going to he's actually awesomer in my opinion than Phone Guy. Now don't hate me for that, but I actually think that he is far better than Phone Guy. That's on the basis of all the quips, all the things that have been written for him, all the things. Now, there is one thing that is missing from this list that I noticed for FNAF 3, and that is Phone Dude. My personal thing on Phone Dude is I think he's actually on par a little bit, maybe right here on A, just on the basis that it's a funny like surfer dude accent, and it's close to Scott's original like rendition of him, but we'll just put a ghost right here. Put a ghost right here. But yes, Handy Unit is far better than Phone Guy. Don't at me, because literally, fucking, I love the performance of Andy Field. I think he is a very very good um plays a very good like it's very funny, especially like oh like get the hell out sort of like mentality like no we don't care about you, don't give a shit. That's funny to me. I find that very interesting and very funny. Baby, significant lore relevance here, very significant. Um, Now here's what I will say. Baby, to me, is very significant to the lore, but does not really impact it too much. I will actually I'll be generous here, and I'm putting her at a comfortable C in the top because it's Afton's daughter, technically. Um, I mean, she, I love Heather Masters' voices of her. I love it, but it doesn't really amp it up in my opinion. For her character, it's just this poor helpless girl that wants to get out of this laboratory in six or not in six, sister location. My apologies. Um, Now granted, I mean she's important, but how important is she? I mean she's scrap baby later on, but it's more like think of it. Vanny before Vanny was because she's just a devoted follower to her father's research. That let's be real here, she's a pawn. No one really, no one really gives a shit. Man, there's a limited list here, but I'll go on a little bit. Um, Ballora, part of the Funtime gang, which is with Baby. I actually don't care for Ballora that much. Now, granted, she actually scared the shit out of me in Help Wanted 2. For that reason, I'm actually putting her above, right next to Baby. But she is scary in some capacity. But it just doesn't do much for me. Funtime Freddy though, I actually like Funtime Freddy. I'm putting him in A. Now, not a lot of lore relevance, mind you, but Fucker is so good at making a performance for this guy. It just sounds so good. I love his little mannerisms and stuff like that. It's so fun. You could tell he had fun with the character, especially the fact there was going to be a German variant of him. I love that. Innard, quite important. Um, all the funtime animatronics coming together to scrap your shit. I'm actually putting him in A. I actually like the character, contrary to belief. I don't like a lot of funtime characters, but I believe my favorites definitely are has to be Innard, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, that sort of thing. Now, we go down to Funtime Foxy. Like I said, Joe Goddard does a really, really good voice. I'm sorry you couldn't make it to my show, so I brought the show to you. That sort of voice. I like that voice. It's very robust, very pristine. I'm giving that as a showman voice, and also the character. And hey, honestly, just on the basis that I enjoy that voice performance that they did. Um, and plus the gender about same thing with Mango and Funtime Foxy. Oh, is it a boy? Is it a girl? Well, this is a boy. Funtime Foxy. I mean, Mangles. Yes. Betty Babs. Need I say more? Actually, scum of the earth. No one cares. I had you on my fucking Monopoly game. I did not give two shits. I sold you right away. I don't give a shit about these two. They fucking suck. Letrobab, literally worthless. Like, how do you don't even remember Letrobab? I bet you just remembered about them. Bonnet. I I don't want to put them on with Funtime Freddy. I really, really don't, because I don't enjoy them too much. I like the performance that was given, but and I'm sorry I can't remember the name of the actress off the top of my head. But I remember that Daco interview she did with him. Um, but I want to put them right next to Funtime Freddy just because one for each arm. But I kind of want to go to C just on the basis it's Bonnet and Bon Bon. They kind of go same hand in hand. Ultimate Custom Night, seeing them together, kind of. Minarinas are actually way more important than these guys, and in my opinion, mine, based on the story of like in of the Fazbear Frights book, where they climb into the mouth of that one security guard. It is horrifying. I actually don't like that, and I'm actually putting them. No, don't hate me. Don't hate me. I'm putting them above Freddy. They were far more important than actually some of the cast. A little bit, just a little bit, in fun time in location. Scrap Baby. This is where things. This is Pizzeria Simulator is my favorite game, so I'll probably be a little biased on these guys. Scrap Baby. I actually really love her introduction. I love her scare factor. The first moments you see her, I actually am going to give her a B right here, just on the basis like you've seen her like right the first thing you see in whenever right after that minigame in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator is her projected on the desk on the other side, and that is horrifying to me. That is horrifying to me. Also, side note, if you want to see more of these, please let me know, and I will be putting the cupcake right around here in a C. Not really, don't really care, but it's with Chica. I might as well put it next to Chica. Um, Molten Freddy. I actually don't like them. I do not like them. I actually think their design is kind of ass. I'll put them. What the fuck did Bone Freddy's okay? He's not as bad as P Brain over here. I fucking have to. But it doesn't hit that niche for me. It doesn't hit that itch at all. It just doesn't. It's it's okay, but it's just not. It's not it for me. P Brain, I'm giving him F. Worst out there, especially with his noggin, but like Jimmy Neutron looking ass. But like he's he's there. He's okay. So I think Scott just doesn't know how to really model. He knew how to model humans with Springtrap, but with Scraptrap, it's kind of a zero for me. He a peanut head, motherfucking peanut head. He's like and shit, but like he has cool voice lines and everything. But like, I mean, yeah, he has cool voice lines, but that doesn't really. He kind of gets shafted for me. Lefty, holding the puppet inside the shh voice. Actually, I'm putting him right here in F or E rather. Sorry. Don't really care for the design too much. I like the fact that well, actually, no, 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 no. I'll tell you what I remembered. Um, I actually like that it is the puppet coincide within. Henry trapped his own daughter in there, and it's like this grave for her almost. And I think that the literary elements of like her coming back to her father, or forced to come back to her father to be burned, is definitely an S. In that regard, but that's the only reason why I'm pushing up to a B. Is if you put that and that together, whatever, you just kind of get that. Cassette Man, love me some Cassette Man. That speech at the end, it's overplayed at this point, but hear me out. One of the best fucking moments in FNAF history. Just Henry, Henry being there and burning everyone alive is probably one of the best endings you could probably get for a FNAF game. It felt final, felt concluded. He's an OG, despite the fact that in the books he kind of killed himself with the suicide bot. Okay, Helpy. Helpy is our big brave boy. I don't want to hear shit. He is a god amongst men. He is our boy, and he's here to help us. He's just chill motherfucker. Trash and Gang, another easy S, in my opinion. What's not to love about Trash? The monetary value of these motherfuckers are about as slim as Helpy. No, about as slim as Lefty. You listen, motherfucker. These motherfuckers are probably some. I even have some collectibles in my room that are based on them. Like, I love them. They're like probably one of my favorite um ones almost in all of Pizzeria Simulator. That's kind of sad, but it's funny a little bit. I don't know why this is duped twice, but we'll get there. Happy Frog. A lot of these guys are going in D. Happy Frog. Boom, ninja skills, that sort of shit. It's okay. Ultimate Custom might help flesh them out a little bit. Okay, Mr. Hippo, you're getting a C. Basis of your stories, you're funny. I love the voice lines. Not enough to make you a B, but enough to make you a C. You have just eked it out, my friend. You were right there. It's like an old man telling me stories, and I love it. Love the banjo of what's his fucking name? Pig Patch. Pig Patch. Um, he's okay. I'd rank him lower than Happy Frog. These guys aren't really that notable. Stranger Danger, Ned Bear. Nah, not feeling it. You get shafted. Orville, for the sake of them being best friends, and how much of a gentleman this man is. He is a fucking gentleman. He's going with his friend uh, in C tier. You guys are kind of mid, but you got the job done. Candy Cadet outlives Afton. Literally outlives Afton. He's going B for me. He tells stories based on the events and lore. He's almost like a god or an overseer. He literally is a god that dispenses candy. Or more does not need to be said. Rockstar animatronics. Actually, don't really care for them too much. Um, on the basis that I don't really care for these designs too much. The only design I actually care for is Foxy right here. So we're actually going to put you at bottom of D. Now, granted, okay, we're going to EQ a little bit closer right here because you say deposit 5 coins and there's a whole meme based around it. Frank Sinatra looking ass, we're putting you at D because Rockstar Bonnie doesn't really that matter to me. Red floor sign, sure, we're going right here. Rockstar. She didn't know she was Southern until Ultimate Custom Night. It was kind of cool to figure that out, but not really that much importance. Okay, Foxy. I actually like him because he actually helps you. Um, we're actually putting him at B, just on the basis that he has a parrot. He helps you out. Sure, he kills you sometimes in Ultimate Custom Night, but he helps you out. He's actually one of the first friendly animatronics, and is possibly based on Foxy theory. Now, that's cool. I like him being a friend, but also an enemy. Music Man, more relevance going on. I actually like him. I'll actually put him next to his little friend, Candy Cadet. Now, my reason for that is because he's freaky. I don't really like his little spider design, but like he's like, hey, will you keep it down, will ya? You know, that sort of like gusto he has to him, like making music, kind of like it's very funny. But the fact that he is something more later on speaks volumes to what he is, especially DJ Music Man later on. I would actually give DJ Music Man an A. And I wish we had a bigger list here. I would totally do another revamp list just to kind of get some security breach maybe or more. Honestly, um, he's pretty good. I actually like him. Also, really scary in Ultimate Custom Night, just on the basis that he claps his little things, his little symbols. I don't like that. El Chip, for diversity and good Mexican food, we are putting you above with their Chica. I actually quite like it. I think it's really funny that it's a nod to Chipper. Chipper makes his way back. He always does. Um, El Chip's got his own restaurant, living it big. I mean, sure, he's probably a sister variant to the Freddy chains, but like, sure. Fun time Chica. Ready for my close up. I will actually put you right here. Just on the basis. I mean, she has a really funny, I mean, let's say sexy design, but not just that, but just because she is one of the elusive animatronics that you can get in a pizzeria simulator. And I really like collecting her and getting all the robots in that one. Just the basis that I think I enjoy that one a lot more. Design wise too, I actually prefer her, but not a little bit over uh Withered, because Withered honestly is a lot more scary to me. I actually prefer her the most in terms of Chicas. Dee Dee, this cunt, this absolute fucking cunt. The only reason why I'm rating them her F, and same thing with her Shadow variants, is because they fuck you over. They're a variant of BB, but listen, they're in FNAF. They give you the pearl, but the lines for her are very iconic, and I mean very iconic. Like, you know, I know how much you love to fight, so add a new problem to your night. Brrr, like that. Like that's very iconic. Like I will give her props for that. Still F. Still F. No, no, we're putting her in E. We're leaving her shadow variant in F since you don't really see her that much. Old man consequences. The man with the consequences. Um, pretty important to the story. Um, I love FNAF World. So just on that basis, I will actually put him in C. A guidesman, a source, a fisherman, a scholar, someone who knows knows something about something. Helps Cassidy or the bear you want to talk about. Talk to him. Leave the demons to his demons. Simple as that. Leave everyone alone. Like he's kind of the sage almost that knows almost too much. Is he a crocodile? Is he a man? I think he's a crocodile. I love the depiction of him being a crocodile fishing. Okay, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. Spring Bonnie, just based on FNAF 4, but just in general, like he's going to low A, just on the basis. I know I skipped over Fredbear. We'll get him. Just on the basis that this is a man's persona. This fucker is the 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 embodiment of the franchise, so close to Springtrap. It's an unwithered variant of this. I mean, hell, it's iconic. It's a suit. It's a suit. Fredbear, quite mysterious, quite iconic still, a little bit. We're actually going to put you in upper C on the basis that I don't care for you as much as Spring Bonnie. On the basis, sure, he was the one who did the bite of 83, but because Scott changed it instead of 87. But we're going to give you a nice treatment of C because you're iconic enough to be there, but you're not the bread and potatoes, buddy. You're not going to fucking college. You're good enough to get a child bit. Let's say that. You're that important. Glitch trap. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I love Glitch trap. I love his design. Hell, I went back to Chuck E. Cheese. I was a kid, 8. Mascot scared the shit out of me. Reminded me of that. Love the design of it. It's just this mascot. I love it so much. The glitchiness, the everything. It's just scary. It's not as scary as him, obviously, but it's not as good, obviously. But like on the basis of this mascot, like how they would use these costumes, and like how it's almost like a ghost of sorts trying to emulate, or a glitch trying to emulate what came first. It's it's cool. I love the design of it. And Help Wanted really smash it out of the park with that franchise installment. I love Help Wanted. Um, these fuckers, I hate them. Actually, worse than the Biddy Babs. The reason why this one's getting a little bit higher is because Mask. Don't care for him. They are the bane of my existence in Help Wanted 1. They're annoying. It's fun. It's fun to mess around with them in 2, where you just throw shit at them and they fall away. But they are annoying little baby bitch assholes who are just completely pointless to me. They're just little plushies that run around. Sure, that's like plush trapping them, but like they're somehow lesser in my opinion. They don't have any significance except for being annoying little bastards. Okay, Cassette Girl, or I guess Tape Girl. I think the fact that she warned us of something is enough to be desired. I think she's going in B, higher B, echelon of B. I like the fact that she's all worried and like being like all like our company is being all manipulated by Fredbears, or not Fredbears, Freddy's. It's just it's good, but it doesn't have the same oomph as these three right here. You know what I mean? There's no oomph as much. Good performance all around. I don't mind that, but just there's not as much oomph. Dreadbear. Dreadbear, I actually really like. You're going in B, lower B, on the basis that it's a Frankenstein bear design. Dreadbear is such a good name. Now they're going to go Frank and Freddy, but they chose to do Dreadbear. Dreadbear I actually like, especially in the game where you're like doing brain surgery and stuff. Not very important, but I do think that I enjoy them a little bit more than Element Consequences than that, just because I'm based on the design, especially like them walk around shambling like a zombie. Um, Grim Foxy, that and his fucking cool hook, go on top of B on the basis of scraping like maze, like just this giant hulking giant Foxy that's like on fire. A lot more cooler than any of the other Foxy designs, except for maybe Mangle, Funtime Foxy, and regular Foxy. I'm going to be because there's not really much importance comparatively to, you know, these guys are probably possessed in some way or another, and this guy is kind of like cool in design, but doesn't really bring too much to the story. Vanny, devoted follower. I hate to put her here. I hate to put her in A. Hear me out. Hear me out. She had so much potential, and she is Scott in his recent interview said something about Vanny having another spotlight soon possibly in another upcoming game. Vanny was a waste of potential. Now I hate to see that. I hate to see that squandered, but I love the design of her mask as well as her costume that she wears. I think that she has a great ability to be a henchman. I feel like there are some application roles, like like a security guard or whatever, like doing Afton's shit for her. But there are some necessity there. There is a point to being a follower, a disciple of sorts, which is you know by this motherfucker and also the mimic possibly. But yes, I think that she's A. I think given enough potential, she could be a really really good character. Just I know we haven't seen it yet, but like I want to hold out hope um for the future of FNAF in terms of her getting her comeback. FNAF 4 bully. Okay, Michael. Michael, honestly, Michael is going to go. This is a very hard option for me because I love Michael to death. I think the idea that saving the children's souls, saving the franchise, and saving or killing his father for doing his misdeeds, trying to at least, is noble. I may have to put him in SS or S, straight top tier of the bottom, because Afton appreciate Afton appreciators. I mean, Michael Afton appreciators out there, hear me out, or haters. He is the bomb diggity. He is the fucking dude that is like piecing everything back together because of his mistakes. He is atoning for them. He is trying his best. I feel like the whole Father Michael, it's me, like, or Father, it's me, it's Michael. That line is very synonymous with everything. It, he's our he's our boy in blue. He is our man. This fucker is going places. Our final one, since this all looped around for some reason, Scott Cawthon. Scott, in terms of his character, especially his cheekiness, I will give him an A. On the basis that Scott is very funny and very, very good game designer. I feel like he can be crazy at times, but I feel like in terms of his humor, in terms of his design philosophy, I believe is very, very sound. He makes good games, and I believe that personally, he takes an A for me just on the basis that he's not an S, but he is not only the godfather of this franchise, but he has also been at multiple bosses in several iterations of his games. I feel like is a very, very funny and really, really cool jab at himself that is so good. Um, it's got to be A for him. I know people would say S or lower, in some perspectives, but I feel like he has this aura around him. It's he's an A, but he ain't Michael Helpy, Springtrap, fucking Glitch Trap, or the Crashing Gang. I mean, come on, he he ain't doing he ain't doing the whole team any favors exactly on the whole front of the game wise. Like, yeah, he's a final boss in most games, but yes. Um, but yeah, that's my tier list. Feel free to debate me in the comments. Feel free to, you know, ask what your opinions are, or ask me what my other opinions are for maybe some security breach related ones. This is just a small little tangent I went on just on the basis that I thought I had fun with it, and I did. And I'll definitely be making more videos, and feel free to comment and subscribe and comment whatever you want to do. I don't really care. It's it's on the basis of my chair's squeaked. It's on the basis of, you know, we make these polls, or at least we make these little tier lists, and we all come together as a community and debate which one's our favorite. And I mean, you don't have to hate, you don't have to like mine, or you don't have to hate mine. It's really is just a preference, and I'd like to thank you for making it to the end of this video if you did. And there'll definitely be more videos coming. I apologize for my lack of voice. I believe I can do better next time, and there can be more videos coming, maybe some gameplay. Who knows? Um, just on the basis of, you know, we 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 got this community. I mean, thank you for the support, and I appreciate you coming along for the ride. I know it was very kind of long, sort of long, just on the basis of me talking a lot, and I apologize for that. But just on the basis that this is a tier list, and hopefully there'll be more to come. If you think to see me do any other tier lists, please let me know. And I thank you for everything. Please enjoy, and